My name's Alan, and until recently, I thought I had a rock-solid marriage. 22 years together. One son, Jacob, now 19 and living on his own. My wife, Marissa, and I always felt like a team. We hiked, camped, and stayed fit together. Our chemistry was real, and our communication, at least I thought, was honest. I'm a paramedic and have been pulling night shifts and overtime for the last 9 months. Marissa works as a litigation consultant and transitioned to working from home last year. She wasn't happy about it initially, saying face-to-face meetings were key in her field. She even considered quitting. Funny, looking back now, because of our opposite schedules. I'd sleep during the day while she worked. At night, I'd head out just as she seemed to wind down. Despite the distance, things felt okay. She'd leave me meals, send midday texts like, "Saw something funny, thought of you." Nothing seemed off until the day my brother, Nate, visited. I'd won a Chromecast in a work raffle, and Nate helped me set it up. We were goofing off, streaming music and videos. Marissa finished work and joined us. I offered to set up the Chromecast app on her phone. She hesitated, visibly. She fumbled through her phone and handed it over with an uneasy smile. Nate started setting it up. As a joke, he cast her messages onto the TV. I thought it was harmless until I saw the contact name, just a heart emoji. Nate chuckled, thinking it was some spicy convo between Marissa and me, but it wasn't me. The messages were explicit. Photos, pet names, mentions of a man named Craig. At one point, Marissa described having Craig's, well, let's just say body part in her mouth. I froze. Nate's grin disappeared, and he quietly handed me the phone and left. I recorded everything I could before she came back from the bathroom. Then I slipped outside, pretending I'd been there the whole time. She joined me minutes later, acting casual. But inside, I was crumbling. That night, while she was in the bath, I told her the Chromecast app had glitched and I needed her phone again. She reluctantly handed it over. I sent myself the full message thread and deleted the traces. The affair had started over a year ago. And Craig? He wasn't just some random guy. He was an attorney at a firm Marissa consulted for. Turns out, when she told me her firm was switching to remote work, it was a lie. She had been disciplined after getting too close to a senior partner and leaking case details. Her work from home was basically forced remote assignment, quiet punishment. Craig had been visiting while I worked nights, and even sneaking in while I slept. I called my brother, who reminded me about a couple, Patrick and Renee, who own a legal firm Marissa used to work with. I reached out to Patrick. He listened, then said, "Send me the proof. Now." He walked me through opening a separate account, shifting funds discreetly, and preparing for the legal storm. He warned me. Marissa knew powerful people, and I had to play this smart. She had no idea what was coming. A week later, I had the divorce papers drawn up. I served her at home and told her to leave. She tried to argue it was her office, but I shut her down, politely, legally, and firmly. I made her tell our son everything. He chose me. Then it got wild. Marissa called, begging me not to ruin her and Craig's careers. She offered me hush money, claimed she wanted to fix it. But I was done. My lawyer, now handling all contact, revealed even more. Turns out Marissa was under investigation for sharing confidential client info with attorneys, including Craig. There were whispers about breaching attorney-client privilege, and her firm wasn't keeping quiet anymore. In the end, she agreed to a lump sum payment instead of alimony, which I used to buy her share of the house. My sanctuary. She's now jobless, disgraced, and under investigation. I've got my house, my son, and my peace. I may have caught her cheating through a Chromecast, but what she really cast was the end of everything she had built. Moral? If you lie, cheat, and manipulate, especially in a digital world, you will be found out. And when the truth finally streams in 1080p, there's no remote to rewind the damage.